Let me talk for a minute about the Oasis experience as a program, which I really call, at least right now, the working title is the Oasis Project. So this is my overall vision for my way as a teacher and a visionary to help support the overall evolution of consciousness on the planet. Like Eckhart teaches, like A Course in Miracles teaches, our role is to be a part of that as vibrantly and fully as we can be. So this is my fullest expression. It comes under the name of the Oasis Project, and what that is a program of offering guidance and support for individuals and groups that want to more fully align themselves with this evolution of consciousness. And again, it's a pretty simple thing. It's not meant to be grandiose or complicated. It's very simple because there's so many ways in which people will find themselves doing that. But overall, one of the key things that I believe is that for people to do this process of personal growth, they're going to come to a point where they can't go on without, in Course in Miracles terms, it says you will not go past this point without powerful allies. A team of spiritual guides or mentors, including myself, that would be available to support individuals online, on the telephone, support them one-on-one, to work with people as they're moving forward in their process of transformation and integrating some of these powerful teachings. So it would make available a number of teachings, integrating teachings like A Course in Miracles and Eckhart Tolle, Byron Katie, Abraham Hicks, David Hawkins, a number of teachings, Carolyn Mace. There's a number of them that I love, and others will bring into the fold still more. But the idea is integrating them into one whole package where the common themes of all of them are really what are being focused on, not just like a shopping list of a whole bunch of different techniques or teachings. It's not about that anymore. It's about integrating how are they all saying the same thing. That's what excites me. Giving the teaching, giving the support. The last thing is actual structure that helps people in the world to get that support and guidance, and that would be a series of centers around the country where people can actually go and be part of classes and workshops and retreats and such. Now, a lot of this work obviously can be done online. Most of this evolution of consciousness doesn't require bringing physical bodies together, because really the evolution is mostly happening at the level of mind, called the higher mind, which is really the heart. And this is where we're connecting with each other and how we're expressing that in the world. But being still of the form that we are, it is nice to have places to go where you can commune with other people, where you can have groups and develop friendships and all that in form. So there will be a series of centers that will evolve. Many are existing centers now that will just align themselves with this overall program. So it's not like we're going to, I don't have any ambition to open 70 new centers around the country. That's not my ambition at all. But to really find places around the country that are already doing this and just will simply become part of an alliance, where they could call themselves, in part, they might also call themselves by another name, but they can also say, we are an Oasis Center. We are part of the Oasis network of centers around the country, because we have a similar alliance. We're all agreeing that we want to be part of this overall collective awakening, part of the evolution of consciousness, and this is the way that we do it, by offering our version of these integrated teachings, our version of different groups and teachers and supporters. And a lot of the support people need too are massage therapists and different kind of healing practitioners, because as we do this work, we're going to come, all of our objections, as it were, are going to come to the surface to be dealt with. Some of those objections are mental, some of them manifest in physical form. And all people, I remember when I was first having a lot of my serious healing work done, I mean, I saw a massage therapist once a week for 3 years, because all this stuff was in my body, it was in my tissue, all these old ideas and fears and things like that get embedded. So there's really a need for a whole network of healers and teachers and guides who are supporting each other. And I love how Carolyn Mace talks about this whole process. She says, in the past we saw therapists, and she says now there's not much need for therapists. We have a great need for spiritual directors, which is, again, would just be a spiritual counselor, someone that can know you and support you and go, yes, this is an important part of your process. It seems now that you're going through this emotional or psychological or physical problem, but recognizing that as part of your healing, part of the release of old embedded ideas and structures That's what's necessary to have that kind of guidance. It doesn't mean that you still can't go to see a therapist, but usually therapists, the therapeutic process has a certain limitation that spiritual guidance doesn't. Because what we really want is to keep seeing the big picture. What is my life really about? It's not just about me being a happy person. That's the old form. How can I be a happy person? I need to go have therapy to find out how to be a happy person. The new form is, how can I align myself with the evolution of consciousness? How can my life serve that? How can my life be about something bigger than just me? There's a greater level of happiness that's available to us, a greater level of peace that's available to us when we align ourselves with a spiritual principle, which in this case is simply the evolution of consciousness on the planet.